What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. It's early. I got about 4 hours sleep last night. I'm at the airport here, ready to take off and go to Dallas for what may be the Christians versus the Lions in Roman gladiator days, because as much as it pains me to say that the Eagles, they're a better run organization. They don't make excuses, and when they make mistakes, they don't sit here and try and cover it up. They try and fix them. The Cowboys are constantly in this mode of, we know what we're doing, They're always making excuses, why it's somebody else's fault, but we're doing the right thing, trust the process. It's all bullshit, okay? The bottom line is, if you want to move forward, you have to admit your mistakes. Now, I'm going to say, this is not my typical video that will go on here, and maybe I'll put this on. I've created another channel, and that other channel is really things that I've done that have been successful working for me with YouTube and things. And the thing that's interesting is I saw this video yesterday. Here's what's going on is there's a content creator out there. I'm not going to go ahead and sell her name or anything, but there's a content creator out there who has recently gotten monetized, and her videos are all about, she's excited as can be, and she's telling you how much money she made, and telling you to quit your day job and so on, and you got to get on YouTube. And that's the new trend. See, what happens with YouTube is there's always trends of things, and I've been calling this for years, riding the wave. You want to do things that are relevant to what's going on, because when you do content about something that's popular and hot, of course, people are going to watch because they're trying to find out everything that they can. Well, one of the trends, a trend that, oh lordy, seriously, this is on a flight. Oh, damn. It's going to be one of those kind of trips. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to Dallas for a Cowboys-Eagles game, so it's like an Eagle fan is on our flight. Be that as it may, a couple of the trends that have been happening is because people want to be on YouTube. I've been doing this for 8 years, and having conversation with my wife, and she was like, how long will you be, I was like talking about how long would I be doing YouTube, and I was saying that I've created a community that's like family and friends, and it's like, I don't see myself stopping doing that. And her thing was, well, you have to realize too that there are mitigating things that can happen that may cause you not to be able to do YouTube. One, you lose your voice. I'm sure she would like that. But two is, when you think about things like MySpace, that, went the way of, so this is not necessarily forever. Things rise and fall. So again, I think about being on here for 8 years. That's a long time for anybody to continue watching me. But I built a community of people that are like friends and family of mine, that I don't think, whether YouTube is here or not, there'll have to be some way for me to continue to be there. Yeah, of course, your numbers are going to fluctuate. There's going to be people, like Eagle fans that are going to come in and troll you because, of course, that's all they do. They're not really like part of the community. They just want to come in, do their thing, and get on. They're not a regular avid person. But I have had the same people that are consistently there, and they're part of my life. So that's the great part about this. But the thing is when you think about and you see, and this is where, I can't tell anybody what they should do with YouTube and all that. I wouldn't recommend anybody quitting their day job to say, I'm going to be a full-time influencer, because it can go just as fast as it came. And I found out with my first channel how quickly it can be that you can be demonetized, or you can lose your channel and have to start all over. And if the only thing that you have to rely on is doing something that has there's no benefits, you get a 1099 at the end of the year, you have to pay the taxes on it. And if all of a sudden you're used to getting thousands of dollars and it just stops, what do you do? What do you do? What if YouTube decides that they're going to demonetize you for the next 6 months? What do you do? What's your backup plan? Instead of looking at it as, I'm going to be a full-time creator, because here's the problem with being a full-time creator, is the pressure of saying, I got to pay my rent this month. What am I going to put out? And so what I'm seeing about this person who is kind of blown up, and it's almost like waves, because YouTube gives no fucks. You might be hot today, and all of a sudden your numbers just go through the roof, and you think, I've arrived. And I've had months where it's just like everything you've done is just blowing up, and you're like, it's easy street. And just as quickly as that came, it all of a sudden goes down. And sometimes it goes down and continues to go down. And that's when you panic, because it's like, what am I going to put out there? What am I going to do? So this person is doing just repeats of the same video that started going viral and made her big. At some point, the problem with this is, if that's all you have, is you have to have some substance for people, or a reason for people to want to come back. You have to be a force multiplier for people to want to come back. For me, I'm fortunate because I'm a Dallas Cowboy YouTuber, and we suck. We suck, okay? We have drama every single day. I don't know that I would have as much to talk about if I were an Arizona Cardinal blogger. I just don't. But because the Cowboys are loved and hated, that there's two sides of the equation, because they're always talked about, I've always got content. So your strategy for YouTube has to be, find something you love. 2, make sure you know everything about it, and don't quit your day job. I'm telling you, I've learned to work around work and actually make a channel that's about me working and doing YouTube. So I think it was Jay Leno who was saying that you always want to have 2 gigs. 1 gig that pays your bills, the second gig that ends up creating your wealth, your savings, your retirement. And that's the mentality that you really should have about saying, oh, I'm just going to quit YouTube. Because the final thing is, I saw this other creator who was doing something similar to what I do. He's a content creator. He's got a couple thousand subscribers. And he was realizing, he's like, he keeps hearing all these people talking about quitting their day job to do YouTube. And that sounds great in theory, because you figure, I'm going to quit my job making X amount of money, and tomorrow I'm going to start my YouTube channel and I'm going to be making, more money. That's few and far between. But he was doing a video while he was at work, and he was basically saying what I've been saying: don't quit your day job. It's one of my mottos about it. If you do YouTube and think that it's not a job, then you don't need to be doing YouTube and quitting your job, because YouTube is a lot of work. And to go back to that conversation I was having with my wife, she said, yeah, you do YouTube and you do a lot of time doing it. She's like, the research you do, the filming, the live streams. I've done live streams that are 16 hours long. That's a double shift. A double shift. Think about that. I enjoy it. I love my friends and community. But if you think that doing YouTube, I'm quitting my day job, I'm quitting my job to do YouTube, you're quitting one job to do another one. And this job, there's no guarantees and no benefits. So make sure that before you take the leap at YouTube, understand that a lot of these videos out there that are telling you quit your day job, or excuse me, quit your job and do YouTube, or you got to do a YouTube channel now, or over 40 is the time to do a YouTube channel and things, that their success is by creating and selling false hope or not putting out the real deal of what it actually takes to do YouTube. That's my food for thought this morning. And I'm wondering, the other thing with YouTube is you always have to be ready to create content if you're keeping your day job. So I'm wondering if I should go over here to this Eagles fan and see and check the temperature of the Eagles fans. Might be crazy. My wife said to me, you make sure you come back. She said, don't get into it with any Eagle fans. Getting into it with an Eagle fan, that could go viral. Have a great day. Peace.